Hello and welcome to a new video. Alright, let's get straight to the main points. I've written a few notes and numbers down. Now these numbers and predictions are based on fundamental analysis of Apple's past history and on market expectations over the next 12 months. So first of all, I'll give you all the numbers. I'll break it down through the video. Alright, so the all important question, should you invest in Apple? And short answer is yes. How much should you invest? Around 3 to 5% of your portfolio, then hold your position until November 2024. After that date, you should invest around 10% of your portfolio, and I'll explain why shortly. From now to November 2024, I'm expecting the share price to be between -10 to 20%. And for the next 18 months, I'm expecting a 40 to 60% increase in share price. I'll break down these numbers and I'll explain the figures. To start with, we need to discuss Apple's background. So let's start with the history of price movements over the past year. In the past 12 months, the share price has been somewhat flat. We've got a big surge happening in June 2024. And the reason we've got no growth here is because of weak iPhone sales. Now, iPhone sales make up 50 to 70% of total company revenue. If we compare second quarter 2023 to second quarter 2024, we can see we have a 4.31% reduction in revenue. So we have a poor future outlook and things are going downhill fast. Apple was in trouble and falling behind in the AI race. Something needed to change, and so we get the big AI, Apple Intelligence, announcement on the Worldwide Developers Conference on Monday the 10th of June of 2024, and the partnership with OpenAI, and they announced many other refinements as well. Now, Apple doesn't come up with original ideas. They're good at refining and developing, and that's what they've always been good at. There are privacy concerns, but in my opinion, I believe they are a non-issue. So initially, we have a 2% drop in share price, but once investors digest all the information, we get a 7% jump in stock price the next day. Now, like I said before, the biggest revenue driver for Apple is iPhone sales. And for Apple users to use this Apple Intelligence, you need to upgrade to the latest iPhone 15, which has the A17 Pro chip required to run the software, or you can wait for the iPhone 16 coming out in September this year. And you're probably wondering if Apple users will actually go out and buy the latest iPhone, because Apple releases a new iPhone model every year, and sales have been poor the last few years. What makes this announcement any different, right? Well, the last major upgrade to the iPhone was made with the iPhone 12 back in 2020 with the 5G connectivity. So most iPhone users haven't upgraded for the last 4 years, since 2020. So you can see we have pent-up demand. That's why I've got this set as a strong buy at the moment. I don't think many will upgrade to the current iPhone 15 right now, but when the 16 comes out in September, sales are going through the roof. Now I said don't go all in until November 24. Let me explain why. So here we're comparing the revenue between quarter 2 of 2023 to quarter 2 earnings of 24. And we can see we have a drop of 4.3%. And the main reason given by Apple is poor iPhone sales. Now, I believe this bad earnings trend will continue on to the third and fourth quarter of 24. Now, fourth quarter earnings are typically reported around November, and that's why I said wait till after the November report until you go all in, because September is the iPhone 16 release date, and all the sales for the iPhone 16 will feed into the first quarter of 2025. So wait for the dip in share price after the Q4 earnings report, right? Then go all in after that. Now, on a side note, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe and like this video. It will help me grow this channel and make more of these videos for you. Alright, back to my numbers. How do I get the increase in share price I predicted earlier? Well, to do that we need to have a look at the past history since the last major iPhone upgrade in 2020. The iPhone 12 was released on October 23rd of 2020. So let's have a look at the share price from October 20 to October 21. So you can see the share price in October 20 was $115, and on October 21 we're sitting at $148. So that's a 28% increase in share price. So looking at past history, you'd say the share price will go up by about 30% this time round. But I said earlier, I'm expecting a movement of 40 to 60%. And my reason for that is I'm expecting strong sales over the next 3 quarters because of the demand which has been building up for the last 4 years. And also Apple users don't want to get left behind in the AI revolution. And the great thing about Apple is they have a very loyal customer base. Now, a lot of people are critical of Apple, saying they're always behind the 8 ball when it comes to phone technology, and that their products are overpriced, which is true, but at the end of the day, it doesn't make any difference. Most Apple users are loyal to Apple and will not use any other brand. So the fact that Apple is behind in the AI race at the moment is not going to make the average Apple user change their mind. They're not buying the best technology out there, but they have all the refinements and ease of use Apple products offer. So I'm expecting strong numbers for the first quarter of 2025. And another great thing about the Apple share price at the moment is that there's been a lot of investors selling off. The company's share price looks undervalued at the moment. And how can we tell? Well, by looking at the profit to earnings ratio, or PE ratio for short. Typically, a low PE means the company is underbought and undervalued. A high PE means the company is overvalued. Typically, a PE for an average company should be around about 30. If a company is successful and if shareholders are expecting good profits, the PE should be around 50 to 60. So at the moment, Apple PE is sitting on 33.7. So with the possible future earnings I'm expecting, this should be closer to 50. And we have a low forward PE of 29.5. So this would make it a really strong buy for me. But remember, no one can tell the future, so make sure you have a look at the numbers and decide for yourself. I am not a financial advisor, so I can't tell you what to do. But what are your thoughts? Would you buy shares like me, or are you more cautious? And that's it for me. I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.